What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I am back again with another video. If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Rivah. It's very nice to meet you. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you guys give this video a thumbs up. And as I always say, make sure that you guys leave your comments in the comment section down below. No matter how you feel about the video, we definitely want to talk about it. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, follow my Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. And if you guys are recurring on my channel, you already know how I like to do it. I like to just go ahead and get right into the video. I literally have been home. Well, I was busy earlier today, and then I'm like home cleaning. You guys already know it's Saturday. You guys already know how I get down. So please excuse me for my messy bun, but we are just gonna go ahead and get right into the video. I post a video every single day, so make sure that you guys are subscribed, just so that you guys can see my, new content. However, I did not post yesterday just because I was having technical difficulties, but everything is resolved. So I'm back on schedule, posting a brand new video every single day. Make sure you guys don't miss it. So let's go ahead and get right into this video. As you know, I don't watch any videos before I get in front of you guys. I give you guys my honest, pure, true opinions. So let's go ahead and just get right into this video.
You.
I'm good. How are you? Hold on, let me turn my TV down so I can hear you. Okay.
That would be wise.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got for me?
So, now that you're talking about competence, I feel like I've brought some value to relationships. I just feel like the value that I bring is not necessarily reciprocated in a way.
Okay.
You're speaking earlier about what you have to offer. I feel like, yeah, I can cook. I don't have a cookbook, but I got some good recipes under my belt. And I got a pretty good head on my shoulders. I think it's just the choices that I've been making when it comes to men. And that's no fault of my own. I can't blame them for the choices that I've made. So just to kind of, that's where I'm at right now. I'm single.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay. Do you have any children?
I have one son. I have a 10-year-old.
All right. What do you want?
I want stability. I want a solid, pretty much.
Do you want to be married?
I do. I was married before. To have another union would be good.
Were you married to your son's father?
Yes.
How long were you guys married?
We were married for almost 5 years.
And why did you guys split?
We split because the relationship was unhealthy. We just weren't getting along.
Okay.
I felt like he wanted to be married. I felt like it was the right thing to do because I think we were kind of pressured by both sides of the family.
Were you pregnant?
I was pregnant, yes. So
did you guys get any? How long were you together before you got pregnant?
About almost a year. It wasn't that long.
Did you guys get any kind of counseling while you were married?
We did. We got counseling, but I feel like the counseling sessions were biased because a lot of the things I was bringing up to the attention of the therapist, it was almost like sides were being taken. So I just felt like he was coming.
And it was obviously biased against you.
Right, he was biased against me.
Was it biased against you, or did you just not like the opinion that the person had about the situation, and you didn't want to take accountability for the faults that the person was placing in front of you? So was it biased, or was it honest and you just didn't like how the truth felt, is the question.
That's not accurate.
Yeah.
Therapists key in on the most problematic of the two and go there first. But if I had $1 for every time a woman tells me that they went into therapy and felt like the therapist was biased, I have a whole lot of dollars.
Right.
What would the therapist have to gain from being biased?
I mean, he has really nothing to gain. I mean, he's getting paid either way. So
Right.
he's getting paid.
But that's what you said. You feel like the therapy was biased, so that was a justification to end therapy sooner or not listen.
I mean, that's what I was feeling at the time, but now that I've matured and then I look at the perspective of it, I mean, like you're saying, it doesn't necessarily...
One thing I wanted to ask you, I don't know if you realize how many times you said, I feel. Let me say something that's going to be tough. You need to prepare for it. You're a middle-aged woman. I'm tired of hearing middle-aged women talk about how you feel all the time. You need to grow up and think. And the world has allowed women to be in their emotions, which are mutable and always changing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go back to therapist. I feel like he was being biased. But what do you think? Do you think he was just keying in on the most problematic area and doing triage? Saying so he had no money to gain, no dog in the fight. What do you think?
I think he was taking the facts at hand and he was basing his assessments and the therapy that he was offering on what was on the table, not on the emotional aspect, but the facts.
So, if you'd have thought that way then, what would have likely happened?
I think I would have processed the therapy a little bit differently. Maybe use those tools to repair the marriage.
I like videos like this when it comes to the conversations that women have with Kevin, because he allows that thing to tick where they, in some cases, where they don't feel that they're under attack, so they're able to actually see things through logic and reality and make, speak clearly and make clear judgment calls on what the situation really is. Not what you feel like, not, okay, take your feelings out of it, take this out of it, take that out of it. Let's just stick to what's going on, reality, and then now let's assess the situation. And like how he just said, like if she was able to do that before, when she was actually in that situation, they probably would still be together.
I feel like there's things that I could have done more to process that information, to apply it to our marriage.
Yeah.
But it was like after therapy was over and we kind of stopped going to the sessions, it was like the marriage just continued to tank.
Who stopped going to the sessions?
We both, we're having like verbal spats in therapy.
Right. Okay, but
it's working, so we just stopped.
Yeah. But there's usually a precipitation. So my point is this: had you thought instead of felt, mm-hmm. and had you valued your marriage and your relationship and wanted to save it versus divorce, we've made it very easy for people to leave now. Okay, fine. But now you're a mother of one, divorced out here. And if you want to have a relationship with a man, again, you're going to have the same messy, chaotic pieces. People are imperfect.
Right.
This is why I'm a fan of actually working through what you have with somebody you make a baby with, because the reality is, man, most men do not want to take on another man's child. Did you know that?
I'm starting to get that a lot more. I'm starting to really understand that. The last relationship I was in, he kind of made that very apparent, very clear,
So where's your child's father?
In my head...
Where's your child's father?
Pardon me?
Where's your child's father? Ex-husband.
Oh, he's very active in my child's life. He lives 10 minutes from me. And I see him every single day. Pardon me?
Is he remarried?
No.
When are you going to go apologize to him? I don't know. I got a wild idea.
Wow. When are you gonna go apologize to him? That's powerful. That's powerful because that's deep on so many levels because they live 10 minutes away from each other. He's not with anyone. She's not with anyone, and there it looks like there's an opportunity for repair. A lot of people don't get that chance again. A lot of people don't get the chance to repair something that passed them by. So I'm interested in how this conversation is gonna go, but a lot of people don't get that chance. And if you're in a relationship and somebody is willing to work with you, nobody is perfect. Okay? We all know that. We all know that no one is perfect. Everybody has their flaws, everybody has their faults. But if you're in a situation and the person is willing to put the best foot forward and work with you, that's what you have to work with. And you have to give it everything that you've got to try and make that situation work. Because her being, in her late 30s with a child and how the dating scene even is out here, if she has even a drop of a chance to make that work for her family unit, for her son, that's a beautiful thing.
This is going to be kind of crazy. You know the man you decided to lay down and create a life with, that you see every day? Why don't you go back and live with him and work it out? Instead of trying to do this shit over and over again with new guys who ain't going to marry you. They got nothing invested in your son. How about that?
He lives with his parents, so I don't want to move to his parents' house, but...
Okay. Well, ma'am, you picked it.
I did. I'm not bashing him or anything.
Instead of he moved to his parents, there's no due respect. Were you guys living in a house together when you were married?
We were, yes.
All right. Is he having any kind of mental problems or anything like that right now?
No.
Mm-mm. And he could move into your house with your son and put his family back together. I know it's crazy to think that the person you made a baby with would have more of an interest in making sure that your son and his son had the best outcome versus random guys coming through the house just to have interactions with you, knowing they don't want to stay for a long time.
Yeah.
Just a thought. Just a thought. Especially since you can honestly say today, you didn't really give therapy an open shot. Mm-hmm. But it sounds to me that he's still reasonable enough with you to raise co-parenting effectively.
He is.
Well, then what do you want? Mm-hmm. Do you want love, romance? Do you want a soulmate? Is that what you want?
I do.
Then go watch a goddamn Disney movie. You're a mother. You get duty. That's what you get. You get duty. Duty to your son, duty to your husband, duty to your family. The women who came before you guys understood that they needed to have a duty to everyone else, not just their fifis.
Oh, and they and what he said about like go watch a romance movie or whatever that he just said, like literally that's what the women did. Like they live for their like novelas, like they live for their stories and their Lifetime movies and all of that. They live for that. But they understood that that's TV and that's a movie. And this is real life and this is what I have to do and I have to serve my man and I have to be the best example for my children and I have to give this my 110% and that's a fairy tale. They understood the difference.
Right.
So thank you for at least being honest. But man, Western romance and ideas like that are notions for girls, not women. Because you're still young enough to where, and fortunate enough to where, regardless, he's not gone anywhere, you haven't gone anywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm always a big proponent of going back, especially with what we're about to start seeing now. I don't know what state do you live in?
I'm in California. I'm in Los Angeles.
You gotta be in California. You gotta be in California. And what we're about to start seeing, anyway, Just think about it. Think about it, because your son is how old? 6?
He's 10.
10. So he'll be out of the house in 8 years, and you'll be 44. Okay? 1 in 4 black women will marry. You had yours already.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't remarry, what does the rest of life look like?
A lot of traveling.
A lot of traveling. What do you do for a living?
I'm an accountant at a law firm.
Okay, so you make good money, decent money.
Mm-hmm.
How much are you going to need to retire on?
To withhold my expenses, probably at least $6,000 a month. To stay afloat, at least.
So that's 72 a year.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 72 a year at 15 years, you're talking about a 1.5, 1.6.
Yeah.
Are you on track to make that? To stack that? Liquid? 1.6 liquid?
I got a ways to go. I've got a ways to go.
Are you on track?
I was...
No.
No.
You can't do... No. You're not on track to stack one.
I like this woman. I like her demeanor. I think she's the way that she's talking to him and the way that she's looking at him and directing her eye contact. I feel like she's super open to all the knowledge that he has to give. She's super willing to take everything that he says into account. She's not argumentative. I think she just really at a state in her life that she really just, maybe matured and realized the faults that she had, and she really wants to be with someone, and I think he's opening her eyes to see things in a different light, and I think she's very receptive of it, She doesn't go off on tangents, he just said all this to her, are you on track? No, and she's like, no. She's easy to she seems easy to be cooperative. She seems that way. And I like that.
6 liquid. No. See, at some point it does become a math equation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So either you decrease your standard of living and live the rest of your life and die alone, or you choose to work with the man you chose to reproduce with, and you guys build some semblance of a life together, partner practically, like every other human being did in the course of time. I mean, there's love stories of, well, when we're in an agrarian economy, people weren't in love. They had responsibilities. Why did they have so many kids? Because they had to have people working.
Right.
These are first world issues, man. And my thing is, a lot of women are told, if you're not happy, you better be by yourself. I'm against that. I don't care about your happiness. I care about duty and respect.
Yeah.
Did he at least respect you?
There was parts where he did not, but for the most part, yes, he respected me. Yes.
Well, man, he married you after he found out you guys were pregnant?
3 months after my son got here, we decided to get married. Yes.
Right. So he married you.
He manned up to his responsibilities. He's still there and in the child's life. Luckily it's a situation where she's allowing that relationship to continue and to cultivate. He lives 10 minutes away from you. You guys don't have any problems with each other. You guys can communicate with each other. I mean, it really does make sense. And sometimes when you're in a situation where, you don't value the person, maybe this go around she will have that feeling and that love and that connection that she's longing for. And she just didn't realize that the reason why she can't find it elsewhere is because of the fact that it was supposed to be with him. And also sometimes that longing for for that love and fairy tale is because you don't have that within yourself, and you look elsewhere for people to try to fill a void for you that you initially have to fill within yourself first. You have to, people say like, oh, we're two halves and we make a whole. And in actuality, healthy relationships are two whole people that get into a relationship and just make a bigger whole. It's not two half people. And that's what we've been taught. It's like, oh yeah, we're, he's my other half and da 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 da. And in actuality, you're two wholes that come together. You know what I mean? Yes, you will fill each other's spaces and gaps in between each other's lives, but you have to be two full people to be able to be emotionally available to assist each other and be of comfort and peace for one another for a healthy, toxic-free relationship to grow. So,
okay, well, I think duty and respect matter more than love. Love comes later. Unfortunately, he's still open and available to talk to you. I mean, I think you may look at this really differently if a year from now you looked up and he actually has a new wife.
I think so.
Well, then call him, apologize, and say, we need to talk. Novel concept. Hey, big head, we need to talk. You know that therapy
hey, Stink
stuff that we had when we was married? Kind of wasn't in the right headspace, and I look back and I probably could have done some things better. I could have did this, I could have did that. You might just be amazed that he may say, you know what, I could have did some things better too. I've been thinking, maybe we should try this again. I think your son would like it.
Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing else. Let's be real, you ain't doing nothing else.
No, I'm not.
Ain't nothing else coming. And so people can get mad at me all day long, say I'm not romantic, but anyway, just think about it. Think about it. Have a glass of wine. You're an accountant. Get your abacus out and start to count and calculate. You know how this works, Chica. Have a good one. Bye-bye. He's still open.
I think that's the beauty of, these are obviously not the Kevin Samuels videos that get a lot of attention, right? These aren't the ones that people love to talk about, but these are the ones that I love to see because he helps people so much. And people like to downplay him, downgrade him, and this is just a little tidbit I'm just saying, but like, look how beautiful this conversation, like, this is a potential for her to literally get back her whole family together, help build that nice, productive, healthy situation for her child to grow up in and be happy and not be alone. And I think that's amazing. I think that's incredibly amazing and something that she obviously would have never felt the courage to act upon, even if she thought about it, without him saying it to her. I think that's great. I think that's incredible. And I also feel that a lot of times in relationships, the need to be right outweighs you keeping your relationship. Like, you would rather be right and lose the man than to just take the L one time or whatever and be humble enough to apologize, be accountable enough to admit that you were wrong, and try to mend things and fix things with your partner who's in the paint with you, willing to work it out. And that's something that a lot of women have to take into account. And I'm saying women because obviously this is a woman that we're talking to, as usual. And I feel like men don't walk away first. A lot of men do not walk away first. It's a very small percentage of men, as we've heard over and over again, that walk away first. But if a man is willing to work with you and, you might have some faults that are not working and he's trying to assist you in growing through them and he's willing to grow with you as you're growing and you're maturing and you're learning, be accountable. Be accountable. Sometimes, I'm telling you, sometimes you will be in a relationship and you will sit there and you will fight as if this is, somebody you're in a boxing ring with and you're going toe to toe with them because you have to have the last word. You have to be right. You have to prove who has the bigger cojones, and you want to be, you want to prove how strong and mighty and all of that you are, and you're all of that alone at the end of the day. All of that alone at the end of the day. And she is in a space where she potentially has the opportunity to go and fix that situation, but a lot of people do not get that chance with their spouse. They don't get that chance. They don't get that chance. They move on, long gone, don't want to be with you, don't want to deal with you, get married. All types of different situations occur when and then after the person leaves and the relationship is over, you look back and say, dang, I really should have just said I'm sorry. Dang, I really should have just been accountable. I really should have just apologized. I really should have just tried to change. Listen, I said it before in another video, and I say it again. From what I see out on these different platforms and social media, the dating pool is a shallow puddle right now. And if you have someone who's willing to work with you, try to make it work. Get counseling, get therapy on your own if you need to. Do whatever you need to do, because I don't want to see, genuinely from my heart, from what he's saying about the numbers of women who are just alone. And I can understand that. We see that in everyday life, women who are just literally alone. And it doesn't have to be that way. Guys, I really want to know your comments in the comment section below. So make sure that you guys put some comments so we can talk about this video. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. It's at RIVAH_JORDON. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so very, very much. Yesterday when I couldn't post my video, I was so upset. You guys have no idea how much I love interacting with you guys in the comment section. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Let me go back and finish cleaning up. Thank you guys so much. Love you.